Hey guys, I just want to come out here today and show you what I got going on. It is May the 11th today. I had got a little time after work and I had a couple mock scrapes, vines that had fell, so I figured I better come out here and get a couple put back up while I had some time. But all I do is, Jeff Sturgis does this a lot, but you just take one of these grapevines, you'll hang it up here on a branch. You want it about even with your waist. Seems like it works pretty good for me, but I got a stand over here I'll show you here in a little bit. It's 20 yards away, but it's real easy to do this. Just cut a piece of vine long enough, just tie one end of it, and you'll throw this up over the branch where you want it, and then just tie it off and you're ready to go from there. Next thing I'm gonna do, since I got this hung, all you do then is just take a machete, whatever you got, just come in here, kind of clear these weeds out a little. And then I brought this little rake here with me today. I'm just gonna rake out a small, probably a 2 or 3 foot circle here directly under this vine. That's just so it gives the deer that fresh earth smell. Gets them over here to check it out, because whenever you turn dirt over, it seems like the deer come in and investigate. But it's really simple though. You just hang your vine, usually one at waist to chest high, depending on how tall you are. I'm taller, but I usually put mine right at my belly button line just to play it safe. But like I said, it's super easy to do and it's super effective. So I just got this mock scrape vine put in. It's right here. Got the ground raked out from under it. There's the vine. They could actually probably lick on this if they want. But you can see my tree stand tucked in right there in that tree. It's really not very high off the ground, but this is where I killed my buck last year, and he had no idea I was here, so it worked out pretty good. I got decent back cover and stuff. And the reason that I picked this spot out though in the off season of 2022, spring of 2022, I picked this spot out. I got in here and found a lot of major trails. So we got a trail going this way, and then they kind of split right here in front of the stand and work up towards this top field. But as you can see right here, there's a major trail. There's one that angles that way, this way, and then this one kind of splits off 2 ways. It goes up into the timber where they usually bed. So that's my main reasoning for picking this spot out. I got really good creek access. There's a dry creek bed that runs all around here, so I jump in way back here at the start of the field, and I'll sneak all the way in back here and get straight into my stand unseen, and it can be really quiet that way too, and just jump right in my stand without even leaving any scent behind. So that's why I chose this spot. And the very first time I sat in it, I killed my #1 target buck, and I never sat in it again for the rest of the year. So just a really good spot where it kind of funnels down at the edge of this woods, and basically anything that comes through here should be about within range. So I typically hunt that stand on a east wind or northeast wind I'll need. And I debated on slipping a stand somewhere over here, maybe in this sycamore, or possibly down here. That way if it's east wind too, I can also sit there, just in case like during the rut I could see a buck kind of cruising more on this side. So, and then if they were out in the field edge, and I'd be able to shoot them that way too. But that's the plan. I just got this one put in. I'll probably walk out the creek and make sure my trails are cleaned to get into my stand. I can kind of show you guys my route, how I get in and out of this spot. But I really like this spot. Like I said, I only got to hunt it one time, but I did kill my #1 target buck the one time I sat it. So, but the sign led me to this spot. That's how I found this spot to begin with. But so I highly advise everyone to get out there and do your off-season scouting. Whether it's, I like doing mine early spring, late winter, but if you don't have time, if you're busy at that time and you don't have time until now, it's May the 11th, then I still recommend you getting out while you can. There's never a bad day to be in the woods. So you got to get out there and always stay learning. That's how you get good. But I'm gonna get this wrapped up. Oh, last thing, so there's a scrape, there's a stand. I think I'm gonna put my camera right there and see if I can't cover this trail right here, and well, this one obviously, and whatever's in the background, but monitor this mock scrape here. So I'm gonna get this wrapped up and I'll walk you guys out the creek the way I usually hop into my stand, and we'll head on to the next spot. Okay, so right here is the creek bed that I use for access, and it loops way out to where I park. So I can come all the way in, follow this in, basically as quiet as I can and scent free as possible. As soon as I get right here, I can pop right into the stand. You can see the sticks. And there's the stand. Like I said, that mock scrape's just right over there. So super easy access, and with all this cover in here, these deer have no clue because I'm down a little bit lower in elevation, and all this thick brush, if something did happen to be bedded in there and I'm quiet enough, I could almost loop right around them. But most of the bedding's up that way, so it makes for a really good, really morning spot if it's during the rut, but it's a really good evening spot for kind of that late October time period when the bucks are starting to get on their feet more and checking does, but getting up a little bit earlier than usual and hitting the fields. So perfect spot really, and hopefully I can kill another buck out of it this year.